Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fireside. Well, it's this way. Yes, I always forget which way to point. Well, we're here. We got a bunch of BS about to happen. I don't know how much we're gonna get out of this. So,
Welcome to the desert of the real.
all right. So we got everybody chilling. Hello, everybody. How are we today? Are we ready for this, or are we not ready for this? I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be interesting, but I feel like it's not gonna be satisfactory. Our little counter of how many people are watching isn't working wonderful. Yes, what are we gonna do about that? How about this? All right, so hello, everyone. We got Superfast, Savannah Lion, Cosmic Seeds, Travis, Junior, Surrenda. So what we're going to do, 67, Alfonso, Hoy LA. All right, Cosmic Seeds, Prime, Solar God. What we're going to do here, we have here on the bottom of the screen, little screen of it. I will enlarge it when the time comes, like so. Keep it small until it starts. It looks like it might just be audio, and that'll be interesting. So we'll see how the website operates here. Worst case scenario, I also have my phone, so we can play the audio. If all else fails, we'll see what happens. I got like 3 ways of doing this right now, so let's just see how we can get there and see what happens. All right, we got Junior. How you doing? The internet's gonna internet today. Yeah, that's actually what I'm a little afraid of, is that today we're gonna see I don't know, some freezing up, that type of stuff. I'm not confident that this is gonna work so well. You know what I mean? Like, we got a lot of people about to watch this thing, so hit the like, by the way. Okay. Marrow blames streamers for not good enough sales of 30th edition, right? For real. Audio still good for discussing. All right. So everything is good. You can see me well. You can hear me. Okay for work. All right. Let's see how this happens. This is going to be interesting, guys. This is going to be very, very interesting.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Can you dig it? No, you will not hit the like. Well, if you already hit the like 2 more times. Thank you. All right, guys. All right. So, is everybody hoping that something is going to happen here? Because I have a feeling we're going to get a whole lot of nothing. I'm kind of afraid of it, guys. I don't know if you guys are, but I feel like think about the answers we've been getting lately. It's been a whole lot of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So why should now be any different? Oh, you're making too much stuff? Oh, okay, stop buying it. That's the type of freaking answers that we're going to get today, guys. It's going to be stupid. I don't expect anything real from this, from Wizards, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be interesting at the very least. All right, so what do we got here? We got people chatting. This is more fun than just listening on my own. No problem. 67. Smash that like. Yes. I have 17 live streams. 17 live streams in your feed, nerd. That's crazy. Wow. Damn. Okay. Surprised they aren't calling this a dumpster fire, chat, right? For real. I should have freaking put a dumpster fire in the corner over here. Since what Watsy apologized for anything. Never. That's what I'm saying. Of course, I'm coming. Thank you very much, Jurgen. Glad to have you here. You see me looking down. I'm looking at my phone to read the comments because that's further away. No doubt, Prime is here. Gonna be all fluff and no peanut butter, in my opinion, says Twiddler. Yes, that is what I'm worried about. So yes, we have a couple of ways of doing this. Like I was just saying, we have the website in the corner over here. See how that works. I got the another way of doing websites on here and on my phone. So we got a lot of ways to do this. If it doesn't work, I will link you to another channel that has it working. So we're going to get this viewed today, guys, live. All right. So this is kind of interesting. This is a first, okay? This is a first. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be very, very interesting. I don't know. Oh, nice. Stefan's gonna get the cryptic box. Nice. Smash that like. All right, guys. So how's your day going otherwise? You know, we're chilling here. We're going to watch this silly thing. But, you know, I hope you're having a good day, everybody. You know what I mean? So, shit. Let's do the interacting. Please stand by. Yeah, see, 67. That's what I'm worried about is an echo chamber experience. That's why I'm ready to kill browsers and do stuff. You know what I mean? To, like, try and figure out the best way to get this working. Again, like I said, I think worst case is we'll hear it here. I'll just put it right here, the audio, so we can hear it and, you know, we can discuss. Either way, we'll get it going. All right, we're going to see what happens. I hope they say we give up and walk away. No, Travis. This is kind of exciting, but going to be the biggest letdown at the same time. For real, that's what I think is going to happen here. Can't wait to see the Q4 results. We only trust data nowadays. I don't think there isn't going to be Q4 results in this, right? I think this is just the chat. I don't know. Let me do this. Put the do not disturb on my phone so nobody bothers me. All right. My day is going good with all the friends in chat. Yes, indeed. This is pretty nice. This is kind of exciting. Can't wait to see the Q4 results. Good day. Sold a jacket. My chickens are happy. The cabin is warm. That is a good day. All right. Big time Q4 results me want now. Yeah, the Q4 results. I don't know. It's going to be mixed bag, right? Like Hasbro, the biggest earner is Magic. So if Magic is failing, it's going to be interesting. But Q4, isn't it Christmas sales, you know? So I don't know. I forgot this was happening. Yeah, Travis, this is so big. Oh, damn. Are they? Well, thank you for being here, Cosmic Seeds. I appreciate that. Cold Bears. Why did Ed kill you? No, I didn't kill him. He's freaking, he's been pretty busy lately. I haven't seen him a lot, but I spoken to him on Instagram the other day. All right, new subscriber. Welcome. Where is he? I know, right? End of January, beginning of February. Exactly. Remember to hit that like button, please, guys. All right. Yeah, Coldplay, you know. People got work. Their lives change. Their schedules change. So, you know, they can't be around the same times. But I still talk to the guy. He's still around, so he exists. Well, at least MTG isn't going to be canceled. No, it's not going to be canceled. Oh, thank you, Twiddler, for the super chat. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you very much. Remember to like and subscribe and all the fun things, all that stuff. And
they say money can't buy happiness. Look at the fucking smile on my face. Ear to ear, baby.
Ear to ear, baby. No problem, Adam. I just hope everything works. I mean, like, my biggest worry is actually going to be the Hasbro website because, shit, man, like, how many people are going to be watching this? You know what I mean? I have a feeling we're going to be in for some types of disappointments, especially when it comes to connectivity. I have a feeling that we're going to be in for some major disappointments when it comes to, like, their answers. This is gonna be silly, guys. This is gonna be silly. Yes, the Fireside is here. What movie is that? That is Boiler Room. Yes, Boiler Room. Very good movie. Great movie. Ed, what was your highest amount of viewers live, Ed? I did get to 150 once, Jurgen. So this is pretty great. 124. Damn, guys. Welcome. Welcome. Smash that like. Maybe we can get some more in here. Maybe we can get a record today. We got to get above 151 or 153. So I'm streaming on OBS. That's what I'm using, the platform. So, yep. All right. New subscriber. 67. Hype. Yep. Yes. How about this?
She got a great ass.
That's for you, 67. Golden smile. Top of the morning. Yes, top of the morning. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm a little trepidatious going into this as to whether we will have some real meat to these answers. So yeah. Super fast. We're ready for this dumpster Fireside chat. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. At 32, the stream has concluded. At the 32, it just freaking... Boosh, big freaking like title across the thing. The stream has concluded. That's funny. All right, we're getting close. We got 142 people in here. Hit the like. Let's get that record. 151 we got to get to. Wow, this is crazy. Welcome
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Yes. And this is exactly what Hasbro says and not superimpose what we want to hear today. The cloud chasing really needs to stop. Yeah, I want to hear what they have to say. I really want to hear. Like, I have no idea how this is going to go, Bob. This is going to be very interesting nonetheless. So, yeah, it's getting close. Let's pull this up. The interact with the website button. All right, things have changed. All right, hit the like button. Things are beginning to change on the website. Let's get it going. I'm going to get out of here and go over here. All right. Let's see what we get. Okay, play. Yep. Okay. So I see it here and there. So I have two ready to go. Let me know if you hear echoes from this one. And then I'll just change to this one, okay? Sorry for tapping the microphone, guys. All right. I think Mr. Cox will announce Universes Beyond Yu-Gi-Oh! And now MTG is an inferior game. 152. This is a good live stream. Please share it. I wonder if it will be 40 minutes of hi there and the last 5 minutes of actual info. Oh my god. Yes. Broken record. Thank you, guys. That's freaking amazing. I can't believe that. Okay. We got 2 more minutes and we're going to get to what you need. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. Whoa, hit the like, 168. What? This is now my record, so thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate that. Ooh, I'm excited. What if WotC declared cards from 30th anniversary edition art? Oh man, people would be like, that would be the end. If they announce a new product during this Fireside chat, we are doomed. Yeah, that would be so, like, tone deaf. You know what I mean? Like, it would be ridiculous. Pups is upstairs. He is not hanging out right now. We want to apologize and give everyone a free blunt at the MagicCon Philly. Oh my God. Imagine. Well, cheers to that. Yeah, I know. Shadow Cloud. I'm nervous too. Like, I feel like, like one of those moments. 172. Wow. Feel their respect. This is going to be a huge kick in the nuts to players. Yep. Might not get what you want, but you will get what you need. Set your expectations low, everyone. Indeed, that's what I'm saying. Wonder what the new super products are going to be announced, right? Oh my God. Imagine. 184 over 200. Yeah, that's like my blood pressure, but that's also how many people are watching, right? Breaking the dual brain streaming record. Yeah, this is pretty great. Thanks, guys, for being here and witnessing the record. Hit the like. They're about to announce MTG 31 anniversary packs. 1,200 for 3 packs. 3 packs this time, right? Just muting that for a second so I can cough. Oh, we got the doggy. All right. Okay. Real talk. I expect a WotC Circle Jerk and probably 2024 product lines and more premium they want to sell us. That's true. Good morning. Hello, Mike. How you doing? We got the puppy here. I got some treats. I'll give him a treat in a moment. All right. 200 peeps. What? This is crazy. Let's see what we can get going with the pubs here. 210. Let's go. Let's see this. Come on, Hasbro. Get this party started. Doggy, yo. Come here for a treat. Good morning, MGB. How you doing? Ash. No, you don't want treats? Announces new collector draft booster. Imagine 219. What is going on with this madness? You guys are crazy. Thank you for joining me today. Here you go, buddy. Treats. Treats for the pups. We got here, look. I got the puppy here. Let's go back to the main screen though. All right. Can you hear that? Can you hear? Let me know what you hear. If you hear that, right? Do you hear an echo? Let me know. Okay. So it's working fine. We hear it without an echo. Okay, turn it up.
To the nature of my own relationship and that of UBS with any company on which I express a view on this call today. These disclosures are available at UBS.
Can't hear it well.
Or please reach out to me and I can provide them to you after this call.
Give me a
also,
moment.
there will be no discussion of any confidential, restricted, or material non-public information on this call. This is only a 30-40 minute call, so we might not have time to open lines for Q&A. But
it's very low.
Questions by email if we don't address them on the call. With all of that out of the way,
here, I got it. I'm gonna kill this one.
And thank you so much for your time today.
There will be no discussion of any confidential, restricted, or material non-public information on this call.
Thank you, Debbie. And I know you need to read some disclosures before we begin.
But feel free to send me questions by email if you don't address them on the call.
Thank you for having us today.
With all of that out of the
Just
way,
before we begin, I want to remind
Hold
everyone
on,
that
guys.
Thank you so much for your time today.
management team may make forward-looking statements concerning our expectations, goals, objectives, or similar matters.
Is it working?
And that there are many factors that could cause actual results or events to differ materially from the anticipated results or other expectations expressed
Echo.
in forward-looking statements. And the factors are in our annual report and
You can hear it now?
recent 10Q and other public disclosures. And we have no
Can't hear 'em
undertake no
out, see?
obligation to update any forward-looking
Now it's
statements
worse.
made today
Two
to
playing
reflect
now.
events or circumstances
I'll go
occurring
back.
after the date of this webcast. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Debbie. Chris, why don't we?
Can you hear it?
You've been CEO of Hasbro since February. Obviously,
Okay.
unprecedented times, middle of a global pandemic, supply
Better.
chain challenges and disruptions. But as we look forward,
Better.
could you please update
Yes.
us on Hasbro's
All
kind
right.
of brand
We'll keep
MTG
it
strategy?
like
How-
this.
How is that different from what that strategy was before?
Yeah, well, hey, first off, thanks so much for having us. It's great to be on and be able to share a little bit of insight on the company, and particularly one of our favorite brands, Magic the Gathering. I think Cynthia will have a
First
wealth
mention.
of information to share on that. So in terms of our corporate strategy, the new strategy that we rolled out in October, we call Brand Blueprint 2.0. It's a continuation and an evolution of the successful blueprint strategy that we've been deploying for a little over a decade, which is all around the concept of engaging and surrounding the consumer with a host of great play and storytelling experiences that build our brands, build our relationship with the consumer, and help us build a profitable and healthy business. You know, where I think the big points on the pivot on the strategy are in a couple areas. First off, we're shifting from a bit more of a breadth strategy with our old strategy to be more focused on a depth strategy. We call it fewer, bigger, better brands. Hasbro has over 1,500 IP in our portfolio, and we're really going to focus in on about 8 to 10 brands and really grow them. And those brands are going to be in places that we have a lot of strength in the company, gaming being a big one, where we believe we could be the leader in the category, where we can drive above category growth, and where we can drive really nice profit profiles over the mid and long term. The second aspect of the strategy is a focus on the consumer and really doubling down on our consumer insights, on understanding our consumers, and then also how we communicate with our consumers, increasing our A&P budgets, driving new and innovative experiences with the consumer, surrounding them with a host of engagement opportunities, whether that's big budget movies like we have with the upcoming D&D Honor Among Thieves movies, or great video games like we have with Magic the Gathering Arena. And then last but not least, strategy is a focus on discipline, really driving incremental operational excellence as a company so that we can pair the fantastic creativity and design we have with, stronger cost management. And we believe that we're going to be able to accrue significant value of that. In October, we talked about a goal to generate $250 to $300 million.
Talking about a goal to generate cost savings, huh?
We believe we're on track to do that and potentially even exceed that. And, I think that's just good business, whether or not it's healthy economic times.
He's definitely reading.
Challenging economic times. It'll position Hasbro to be able to invest in our brands and deliver more cash to shareholders. I think when you put it all together, what Blueprint 2.0 really is
Blueprint
is
2.0
and a refocusing on our traditional mission of play. Hasbro is going to celebrate our 100th anniversary next year. We have this portfolio of amazing brands, and we've built those brands through play, starting as early as the age of 2 to 3 and extending on into adulthood. And Blueprint 2.0 puts our focus squarely on our biggest brands with our best consumer insight and driving a little bit more discipline to pair with our great innovation and creativity.
Fantastic. That was great for opening, Chris. Thank you.
It's giving a presentation
Cynthia,
is what he's given.
Hasbro has a strong gaming portfolio unparalleled really in the industry.
There was a
making up
1.0.
significant portion of profits for the overall company. Could we talk about your largest brand, Magic the Gathering?
Here it
could you
is.
start by giving us a brief overview of where that business is today? And then I have a quick follow-up for you, Cynthia.
Sure. Well, thank you, Arpane, for having us. First of all, it's my pleasure to talk about Magic. It is really an amazing game with an incredible fan base. Magic was created in 1993, and it's the world's first trading card game. Been played by over 50 million players to date in over 200 countries. The gameplay is highly strategic and customizable to any individual's playstyle. Players take turns doing battle against each other by casting spells, summoning creatures, and using artifacts that are depicted on individual cards that the player draws from their personalized deck. Magic also offers multiple formats of play, which determine the types of cards or the number of cards a player uses in their deck. Some of those formats are more competitive, and some are more casual, which offers a wide variety of endless gameplay options. We release new cards through expansion sets multiple times a year, and there's really nearly a limitless combination that players can use to suit their different play styles, and that all leads to a very high level of customization by the player.
That's fantastic. Cynthia, when we think about Hasbro, we frequently think about kids, but Magic is not typically played by kids. What can you tell us and people on the call about the Magic player today and how that has been evolving?
Sure. We know a lot about our players. Multiple times a year, we survey tens of thousands of Magic fans on a variety of topics related to the game. The Magic active tabletop player, on average, is 30 years old. Players range from about 13 years old to over 45. I think it's important to know that 1/3 of our players have less than 3 years of experience with the game, and another third has been playing for more than 10 years. And so you end up with this wide range of engagement.
It sounds like new stats.
We also look at how and why they play. We've seen growth in casual players, who we estimate represent about 80% of the player base, with the competitive player representing the remaining. And this single insight has really led to a major rethinking of our offering and how to serve our growing
focus
and
on
more
Commander
diverse player base. Players and fans participate across multiple segments, and they overlap. But for example, in the casual segment, the format that's most popular and played by more than 70% of our players is a social format called Commander. It's played by 4 players at a time, and it has a really unique and cooperative rule set. And we do specific product releases to maximize
Thank you, Ben.
fan engagement. Over half of our players identify as social players, meaning that they enjoy the game for the social experience. And about 50% are collectors of some kind, whether it be buying the cards.
They mentioned collectors.
Strictly for aesthetic purposes, or as an outlet for self-expression through their gameplay. And finally, I'd say we have over 10 million registered digital players with Magic Arena. And in the
269.
Years, our fastest growing category of Magic
Hit that
players
like.
are the hybrid players, meaning they play on both digital and tabletop.
Oh, the hybrid
And
players.
this group tends to have the highest satisfaction rates with the game and the highest level of spending. In fact, they spend
So we're not hearing any real answers yet.
than the average revenue of Magic players at profile expression.
That was just great. I don't think I've ever heard this much of good color on kind of the player
Just a
profile.
description
Super
of it.
helpful. Thank you.
That's all.
My next question is for both Chris and
30
Cynthia.
minutes left.
Chris, you were leading Wizards until earlier this year. Could you talk to us about how you grew that business? And then Cynthia, one of the key questions I get on that
Give us your background more.
4 or 5 years of above average growth and arena rollout, that business is much bigger today. So if you were to recap,
We're going to get
what's
no
next for Magic and how you grow that
information.
business going forward, because every gaming company on investors' minds saw uptick during COVID and now seeing reversal of that.
Thank you
Why
for
could it
subscribing.
be different?
Hit that like
And how
button.
do you
Remember,
intend to grow that
check out my
business,
Patreon, all that fun stuff
going
too.
forward?
How you going to
So
grow
I'll
the
start off.
business?
So, Magic has been, gosh, I would argue one of the biggest success stories in the games category over the last probably decade. I was fortunate enough to start in the business in 2016.
And then you
after
freaking
the
killed
business
it.
had grown, I
This
think,
is,
for 7 or 8 years. We had started to see a little bit of a plateauing in that growth in 2014 and 2015. And so we started to kind of really kind of understand, okay,
Let's
why?
hear your resume, bro.
And in
That's what we want.
2016, when Magic, was probably around $350-ish million, maybe $400 million.
Thank you
at
for
that
subscribing. Hit that
time.
like.
We really had a monolithic view of the player. We thought there was one player, it was the competitive player. And we knew that there were other player segments that existed, like casual players and collectors.
We knew
But
they
to be
existed.
honest, we were a little afraid that if we built products,
We knew the collectors were
deviated
existed
at all
out
from our
there.
traditional
Get
approach
the hell out of
of
here.
appealing to the competitive player, that we would hurt the business. And what we found was actually the opposite. If we were able to segment our player profiles in just really simple ways, so call it the competitive player, the social player, and the collector, and build products that were bespoke to each of them, we could make that each of those segments happier. We could engage them more. We could get more of their time and
more of their money,
their share of wallet.
Yeah.
And grow the business as a whole.
Exactly.
And as a result, over that intervening 6.5 year period,
We're going to take more of their money.
We either tripled or come close to triple the overall Magic business, and we've been able to do it across a wide set of products, a wide set of segments that have made the business healthier than ever. And we've been able to do it in a fairly balanced way.
Healthier than ever.
We've been able to balance new player growth with lapsed player reacquisition, because there's probably like close to 60 million people in the world who've never played Magic. So actually people coming back to Magic is just as important to us as new players who've never played it before.
This is Ash.
As well as driving a little bit of revenue growth per user through that segmentation approach, which has been good for us, and it's been good for our channel partners, whether that's hobby stores, mass stores, or e-commerce partners.
Yeah, he's talking about draft, set, and collector boosters for different people.
Cynthia, I'll turn the
I don't know,
second part of the
Cynthia.
question over to you.
Yeah, I'd love to
Confusion,
talk about
huh? What?
That our plans continue to grow Magic, especially in 2023
That's so silly.
and beyond. And I will say we do have some good tailwinds that are aiding us. Primarily, that we are seeing this bold return to in-person play. And Magic really thrives on that face-to-face
Vegas.
interaction that wasn't able to happen
The
during
gathering.
the pandemic. Our in-store play participation numbers are trending up, and they're already back to about 75% of where they were pre-pandemic. We recently organized the largest ever in-person event in Magic's history. We had over 10,000 players gather in person in Las Vegas to kick off our 30th anniversary celebration. It was such an encouraging and fun fan event. And we plan on having 4 more of those Magic Cons next year. Our first one will be in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, go to that. I'll be there. Hit that like. Remember to subscribe. All the fun things.
We've been releasing 6 tentpole sets for several years. We'll do that again in 2023. With our new player acquisition strategy focused on the universes beyond line. This year we have the Lord of the Rings as a big tentpole release.
This is turning into a big
And we also
ad
have
now.
Smaller sets like Doctor Who.
Wow,
that will
this is
attract
tone
new
deaf.
players. In future years,
Pretty
you'll
bad.
see us do the same with Final Fantasy and Assassin's Creed, which will join the franchise. And of course, we'll be celebrating Magic's 30th anniversary with our fans. The Magic Cons I mentioned, we'll be releasing new products, and we're especially excited to help our trade partners and our fans by offering exclusive promo cards from each year of Magic that will be available exclusively through our Wizards Play Network stores with every tentpole set release. Magic is bigger than it's ever been. It's on pace to become Hasbro's first billion-dollar brand. And our surveys show that our Net Promoter Score globally has increased to the highest point it's been at in the past 3 years.
Highest point of thin out in the past 3 years.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's very helpful. I think that maybe
Hit the like.
Question for you regarding Arena, which has been obviously a huge success. I remember back in the day.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Digitization, the big pushback or concern for investors was whether there was going to be cannibalization of that business once you go digital. And now we know it was actually additive to the business. But my question is there more to do in terms of monetizing kind of the digital aspects of the Magic
Is there
franchise?
more ways you can make money?
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, our hybrid players are the most engaged and they spend the most. So our efforts around Magic Digital will drive increased play and integration across both tabletop and our digital platforms. Wizards Play Network stores are telling us that they see new players coming into their store who are ready to join that community after they learn to play Magic on Arena. So Magic the Gathering Arena has been a great success for us, but it still has room to grow as we continue to invest to meet the needs of that wide range of players. So in 2023, Arena will refactor our new player experience to improve onboarding for new players and help them quickly find the play experiences that appeal to them the most. This will reinforce our acquisition efforts and maximize the impact of our launch on Steam, which is the biggest gaming platform in the world outside of mobile. And it will be our largest platform expansion since our mobile launch last year. We'll continue to engage new players and longtime Magic players with our expanding product releases and our event offerings, including our first digital Universes Beyond set featuring Lord of the Rings.
Digital.
We've seen really great engagement with our
Set.
premier play launch this year, and 2023
Universes
will be
Beyond.
our first full year of Arena Championships and qualifier weekends, as well as our increasingly popular Arena Opens.
Nobody asked for
Great.
Arena stuff, though.
Thank you. And Chris, maybe this is a question for you. You know, inflation has been top of mind for investors, and ability to take on pricing.
Let's hear this.
Also has been important. And we have seen kind of more traditional toy sector take on pricing throughout the pandemic, really. But as I think about kind of price elasticity of demand for Magic, in my mind at least, that is an overall less price elastic customer versus a kind of more traditional toy consumer. First, do you think my assumption is correct? Second, do you believe pricing along with unit growth could drive Magic over the next couple of years?
Yeah, I think just the straight answer to your question is yes, it tends to be a less price elastic customer, but, obviously there's logical limits to that. We're very aware across our business of the pressures that the general consumer is under and the general discretionary sector is under vis-a-vis inflation.
Fuck did he just say there?
Pricing actions across our lineup at Hasbro. And, this year we took a pricing action on about half of the Magic
Pricing
line.
action.
The first time we've done that in 10 years. And
Pricing
we're
action.
very reluctant to do that. We've got a great brand, we've got a great product. The challenge that we've had is there's just been a lot of cost buildup inside of the general paper market. Paper pulp is more expensive, significantly more expensive than it's been over the last couple of years. And the general trading card market, whether it's kind of fantasy or gamified trading cards like Magic or more sports-oriented trading cards, have seen explosive growth. So there's a fair amount of printing press demand that drives up some cost pressure.
Oh, you're gonna freaking compare it?
All that said, when we look at how we think about growing Magic over time, Cynthia would be the expert at this, but I don't think it's about raising prices on Magic cards or raising prices on Magic packs. At the end of the day, it's about growing our player base, and it's about leaning into our segmentation strategy and adding products that our players want and have a lot of play value and collector's value.
Adding
Cynthia
products.
And the team has been doing a very adept job of that. Certainly, we have some of the best experts in the company driving that for us.
These are just some words put together in a way that. What did he say?
Are you releasing then more product this year? Could you sort of go through pillars of growth for Magic?
More
and
product.
If you can briefly address D&D, but then we'll get back to D&D in a bit. But if you could just sort of go through kind of those pillars of growth as you see for Magic. And I'm sorry, some of this could be a bit of a repeat of what you said early, Cynthia.
Absolutely fine. Our growth is coming from both our customer and product segmentation strategy, which is backed by a lot of the data and insights into Magic's different fan bases. We have innovated and experimented more in the last 4 years than we did in the prior 26. And as a result, we're serving more player segments than ever before. And so there's been a shift in how many SKUs we release in a year. So for example, we've been on a cadence of 6 tentpole releases a year for over 3 years now. and they are major releases that have the most to offer every kind of Magic player.
That's that chart we saw
Each
from
of the
BOA.
tempo releases, we have expanded the number of booster product types.
L
to meet
Drain
player preferences,
Booster Fund. That's exactly what she's
including
talking
adding
about.
boosters and collectible
2019.
boosters. And then we'll have smaller print run products sprinkled between those tempo releases that are opt-in, depending on what type of player you are and what resonates with you. So we have a collectible product line called Secret Lair, and we do some smaller sets like Infinity that fall in that category.
This is so tone
But if I
deaf.
were summarizing it, I'd say our growth has come from monetizing more player segments and not just from increasing the spend of the same core set of players. And our product release schedule really reflects that. But I will say that in the second half of 2022, we had a really compressed release schedule that was partially driven by supply chain issues. We don't intend, we will not schedule tentpole releases this closely together going forward.
Will you?
The supply chain issue I referenced resulted
That's
in
interesting.
2 micro sets releasing on the same date in October. But in 2023, we will return to our preferred release cadence of approximately 2 months between our tentpole sets, with individual micro sets sprinkled in between. You asked about D&D. Really briefly, I'll say that you'll see us
That's
leaning
some
heavily into
dismal,
the expansion
abysmal
of D&D through D&D Beyond, the
news.
acquisition that we did that closed this past May. We have about 13 million customers, registered users there that we will continue to serve by giving them more ways to express their fandom.
Look at the
Fantastic.
chart
And we'll have
since
time,
it started.
hopefully, if we have time to come back to D&D briefly after we're done sort of with Magic. But Cynthia, I have a follow-up for you. There's been this claim that you're printing too many cards. What is your one sentence answer to that, or maybe 2 sentences, whatever you prefer?
I'm going to go a little more than 2 sentences. You know,
Yeah, I would love that.
Most of our Magic releases and our SKUs are print to demand. And this means that we print and reprint products in a set to support players and customers who want to buy it, usually to play with it. And after an initial sell-in period, prior to the launch of a set, all reorders after that set reflect real demand. And our average post-launch sales quantities for our tentpole premiere sets remains unchanged in 2022 compared to 2021. In aggregate, there is no evidence that Magic is overprinted, and the sentiment of Magic needs to cut print runs to support prices, that's a misunderstanding of our business and our customers. You know, if our prices for a print-to-demand product rise significantly soon after launch, well, that simply means that we're not adequately meeting customer demand, and we are making millions of players unhappy at their lack of ability to acquire the cards they want to play.
No, that's really helpful. And I do want to
Wow.
go back briefly to distribution, Cynthia. With all this
I think
kind of
this lady,
player segmentation,
the interviewer,
what is
knows
the
how
primary
bullshit
way you're
and
getting Magic
fucked
products
that
into
is.
players' hands, and how that has changed versus 5 years ago.
Sure. Our partnership with the more than 6,000 global Wizards Play Network hobby stores, that is the core sales channel for our business. It accounts for up to 70% of our sales in 22 year to date. And we are really delighted that we can support those passionate local small business owners to provide unique opportunities for our fans to engage in organized play and to build community at the local level. And this is really at the heart of our engagement strategy, and it has great benefits for both parties, as indicated by our survey data. Every year we carry out a survey among the WPN hobby stores, and we collected feedback this year from more than 2,200 of them. It's a large representative sample, and it gives us a really good pulse on their health. And we're pleased to see that this channel continues to grow, has strong performance. More than 80% of our stores.
She's talking about LGS is growing.
Equal to last year, and over 60% report growth in their business. Now, over the last 5 years, we've continued to evolve our omni-channel retail strategy. That involves continuing to expand our footprint at retail globally, e-commerce, as well as developing our direct-to-consumer collectible offering.
Sorry.
Fantastic, fantastic. Cynthia, maybe this is still for you. There has been some chatter, kind of secondary market for these cards, and that values are coming down because you're printing too much. Is that something that you keep track of? Is that something that concerns you?
Yeah.
You know, first and foremost, Magic is a deep and strategic game that is played in hobby stores, on kitchen tables.
That's not what she
online.
asked.
So our goal is to continue to grow that player base. And as I said previously,
Of course.
we print and reprint products to meet demand from our players. You know, Magic will be our first billion-dollar brand this year. We're growing that brand ahead of the industry and pushing the boundaries of where we can take the product. More often than not, we get that right, like our Universes Beyond product, Warhammer 40K, which is already on
One
its
successful
third
product
reprint.
this year. Congratulations.
And sometimes we step back and we listen to customer feedback, like we did on our recent 30th anniversary.
Doesn't sound like
edition,
it. Oh, yeah?
where we scaled back the expected supply to assure a great collector experience. Now, that decision
Did you
might
hear
not be
that?
great for us in the short term financially, but it was definitely the right call for the long-term health of the brand. And
That's what
for
happened
our
with the
fans.
set and the sale?
Now, we do understand that some players focus on the collectible trading aspects of our product, and we are always thrilled to see players enjoying and valuing our product for years after the initial release. But we don't participate in secondary market activity for Magic products, nor do we
Then what's
derive
Secret
any
Lair?
revenue from trading or selling.
Then what's Secret Lair?
What we do hear from some of our WPN stores that trade and sell cards after initial sale is that, like any market or any other collectible product, some products and individual cards do become more collectible than others, and values can change over time due to a multitude of external factors, many entirely unrelated to the number of cards printed. Now, we have no indication that there has been any broad negative changes to interest in trading or post-purchase selling of Magic products.
What?
It would be easy for someone who is unfamiliar with our pre-release sales strategy to draw a negative conclusion about changes in resale values shortly after the release. The truth is that Magic products are regularly put on sale early, exclusively through our WPN stores, as part of a pre-release program that is designed to encourage in-store play at those stores. It is common and expected for the secondary market values for those new products to shift dramatically during and immediately following pre-release as more products become available in the market. Those value shifts are simply supply catching up with demand.
Yeah, I do think there's a fair amount of misunderstanding about all of this.
Yeah,
so
supply
thank you for
catching up with demand, overprinting it
And I
till
understand
no one
through
cares
some of the
about
questions
a
I've been
bunch of...
getting, But let me just sort of address one that also has come up. You know, talent acquisition and retention, I know, has been, and the fact that Magic has to compete with the big tech is something that Hasbro has been pretty focused on as you build those teams. I'm wondering if that has eased a bit in terms of hiring and retention, given what's going on in the big tech world.
Yeah, you know, we've hired over 350 people this year at Wizards of the Coast, and given the macroeconomic...
I think there's
climate,
your real
we are also
bullshit
seeing some
answers right there
availability
to the
of
questions we're
amazing
waiting
talent
to
in the
hear.
market. And our attrition is low compared with other gaming companies. You know, people want to work at Wizards for a number of reasons. Primarily, they're working on games they love. Our games have incredibly loyal,
Then why would you
passionate
do this
fans
to the game?
who are excited to work on and help shape the games that they've grown up playing. And of course, it's always great to work on a business that is growing and being invested in.
Great.
Hit the like,
And
guys.
this question is perhaps both for Chris and you, Cynthia. I was wondering if you could share your vision on how you approach D&D monetization and digitization, and how that's going to be different from Magic.
This is
And
some
really how you approach
real
that in general.
BS, guys.
If we could give kind of an overview that here in terms of what's next. For
This is
D&D,
actually even
how
worse
that
than
franchise
no
is different
answers.
from when you were
It's
looking at
tone
Magic
deaf
back in
answers.
2017, 2018. Oftentimes, the question I get from investors is, how do you digitize a game that's been around for 50 years, right? Magic, D&D is obviously older than Magic.
That's called role-playing games.
Perhaps we can touch on how the integration
We
of
have
D&D
video
and
games.
beyond is going, growth in transactions or whatever you could share.
Mind if I start, Chris?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I'd have to add is every time you talk about the hiring rate at Wizards, I am just absolutely floored. Marpine, my family still lives in Seattle. I live here in Providence, and I'll go back to the Wizards offices. And it's like I'm a senior. It's like I'm a graduated senior returning the next year to high school, and I don't recognize half the class. It's a tribute to that business and the great job that the team's doing growing the talent pool.
Thank you, Chris. D&D has never been more popular, and we have really great fans and incredible engagement. But the first thing I saw with it is the brand is really under-monetized. Earlier this year, we acquired D&D.
Time to make money off of D&D people now.
The platform provides and the positive momentum we've already seen. We made this acquisition to strengthen our connection to players and to power our next phase of product development, user acquisition, and to have live service tools through which we gain really valuable data-driven insights. With DDB, we have a window into how fans are playing the game daily. Even if they're playing around the dining room table, many of our D&D fans use Dungeons & Dragons Beyond as a companion app on their phone to make the experience better. And this gives us a look at how people are playing in their homes that we never had before. And so when we think about our future monetization, we start here. Dungeon masters, which are the people who guide you through the adventure.
The most giving people.
20% of the
Yeah,
audience,
because they're not playing.
The largest share of our paying players.
Yeah.
For the rest of the players at the table, we believe digital will allow us to offer a lot more options to create rewarding experiences post-sale that helps us unlock the type of recurrent spending you see in digital games, where more than 70% of the revenue in digital games comes post-sale. The speed of digital means that we're able to expand from what is essentially a yearly book publishing model to a recurrent spending environment, and we're offering content that we know fans want. So we're super excited about the type of opportunities we have with D&D to expand beyond the tabletop to reach highly engaged, multi-generational fans all around the globe.
Yeah, and I think the only thing I'd add to that answer is, if you look at like a super simplified view of the strategy of Wizards of the Coast, Magic is this super deep single quadrant brand. Does a fantastic job engaging a very loyal and passionate audience. And I think our strategy at Wizards that Cynthia and the team are really leaning into is growing that engagement and growing that player base over the next several years, so that our new player growth and our reacquired player growth are really kind of carrying the growth of the brand. And you can see that in the initiatives that we're investing in, like expanding distribution of Arena. Steam is the biggest PC distribution platform in the world. That should be a nice kind of leg up for Arena. We also continue to look at other platforms like consoles as another opportunity.
Consoles now.
And then I can't understate how important Universes Beyond is, and how much early success we've seen in crossovers like we did last year with D&D. At the time was our best-selling summer set ever. And then what we did most recently with Warhammer 40K, which, as Cynthia mentioned, is on its third demand-triggered reprint. Like, we can't keep up with the demand there.
Yeah,
and
so let's just print it into the ground.
Engage that Warhammer fan base in a very similarly deep and lore-rich game, and get them activated with us. And we see a lot of upside to that particularly with big mega brands like Lord of the Rings that we think will be important. And trust me, we have a lot more plans for that and some exciting news that I think we'll be able to share with our fans soon. So Magic's a deep single quadrant strategy. D&D, when I go to cocktail parties and I say, and people ask me what do I do, what I used to say is, hey, I was president of Wizards of the Coast, and they'd say, what's that? And I'd say, well, we make Magic Gathering, and then we make Dungeons and Dragons. I'd have maybe a 3 in 10 hit rate on people understanding what Magic was, but if I did, I would have an incredibly deep conversation, and the cocktail party would effectively be over for all other participants. Or like for D&D though, it was 10 out of 10. Everyone knows D&D. Everyone grew up with it in the 70s and 80s, played the video games in the 90s and early aughts, and knows it's a cultural phenomena right now. And so, like, the D&D strategy, if the Magic strategy is a deep single quadrant strategy, the D&D strategy
deep single
is a
quadrant.
broad 4-quadrant strategy where we have this powerful brand that has similar awareness to like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, and we're going to imbue it with blockbuster entertainment.
Harry Potter.
Like we have with the movie coming up, true AAA high-end gaming like we're going to have with Baldur's Gate 3 next year, and then just
Harry
a
Potter
set of products that we will activate as Hasbro across our blueprint. Whether that's what we're doing at D&D Beyond, what we're doing at hobby stores with new books and accessories, or what our consumer products team and licensing team are doing to build out a host of new collectibles and toys and games for a more casual fan. So as excited as I think Cynthia and I are for Magic's growth potential over the coming mid and long term, I think D&D could be a real new leg in the stool for our gaming portfolio as a whole and for Wizards specifically.
That was great. Thank you. And I promised 30 to 40 minute call, but let's take one more question, and that's it. I'm trying to actually scan some questions to make sure I'm incorporating what I'm getting by email as well. And you already addressed that in some ways, right? Next year, Hasbro has a much better film slate, including the scheduled release of Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves on March 31st, I think, 2023. How do you define success with that film, outside of the obvious kind of movie proceeds and upside to that economics? What would it mean for the D&D franchise? How do you define that success?
To me, the D&D film is the first big light-up opportunity for that powerful 4-quadrant brand.
D&D film.
The D&D film should, by all accounts, we feel like it's going to have a healthy box office. It's going to have significant marketing. Paramount, prior to the latest Transformers Rise of the Beast trailers that just released last week, D&D was on track to be one of the top viewed trailers ever by Paramount. Transformers took that honor most recently, so we're still happy about that. But I think we're going to be able to light up
another
D&D
sales
awareness.
pitch.
We're going to be able to activate that awareness with a host of products at retail, gaming, and online, and then we're going to follow it up. We're going to follow it up with a host of video games that we license out and work with like great partners like Larian, with Baldur's Gate 3 that we develop ourselves, and then follow that up with a host of new entertainment. Like, to me, Dungeons and Dragons is the real poster child for Blueprint 2.0. Our
This is
overall
so
corporate
bad,
engagement
guys.
story, which is doubling down on play, supercharging play with great storytelling and entertainment, and focusing on a category that we're an early leader in, the best innovator in, and have every right to win, and grow our profitability and grow our return to shareholders.
Hit the like for me, guys.
Long on D&D.
Fantastic. That's a great note to end this call on. And we are actually over 40 minutes, so I apologize for that. I think we're going to conclude the call here. Thank you so much.
So guys,
this was great.
hold
Chris,
on. We're
Cynthia,
gonna
Debbie, thank you so much.
hang
for
around
making this
here.
possible. And thanks everyone.
All
for
right,
joining.
everybody, just
Thanks so much, and have a happy holiday.
stick around.
Yes, have a happy holiday, these guys are saying. Stick around, stick around. We're going to chat about this for a second.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?
This has been the most disappointing freaking thing that I have ever heard. We didn't just get no answers. We got unbelievable, tone deaf, bad answers with people who don't understand a damn thing about the own industry that they're running. That Cynthia lady, her name's Cynthia. Why is her name gotta be Cynthia for? That freaking lady absolutely gave like... So if I were to ask you about Magic the Gathering, how the market is and like what makes the market go round and like how it works and what works about it, and you gave me like a good answer, she took that good answer and then like reversed the words and gave a bad answer. And that was her actual answer. It was the...
Oh, no. 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 No, no.
That's me right now. Just no. This is so bad. Well, look, guys, I'm glad you could be here with me. Thank you for, coming to this live stream and bearing witness to this most unbelievable answer to, I don't even know, like, how can they expect, like, they're just going to make more money off of us? Is that what they said? Is that what they're trying to say? More products, more money, and, overprinting has nothing to do with the secondary market tanking? Unbelievable answers. I've never heard such freaking, like, poor thoughts when it comes to freaking Magic.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
This is the most ridiculous thing. I cannot believe what we just witnessed together. This is truly the day that Hasbro, whoever's running the thing, does not understand their own player base, their collector base, their dealers. They're saying that the LGSs are doing fine. It's unbelievable what they just said. Guys, I'm literally in shock here. It's so bad that, well, maybe, is it a good thing for vintage product? Because at least that's a shelter. You can go there and buy old stuff and just stay in that environment and and just forget about this new stuff. Freaking crazy. This is like the most unbelievable. Like I said, this is like as if you took a good answer to a question and then redesigned it as a bad answer. And that's what we just heard. You know what I mean? Like that's all their answers. And then they had the freaking balls to basically turn it into an ad. We heard 20 minutes of like, oh, tell us about your resume bullshit fluff. And then we had like another 20 minutes of unbelievable tone deaf answers where people who have no idea what they were talking about was just freaking, oh God, it's like a little unbelievable, guys. Like, so okay, if you can sum it up, I want to see it in the chat right now. One word description of the whole thing. Mine, I guess, off the top of my head, is debacle. Okay. Kylan says, Whoa, Ed. She said there's no evidence in overprinting. We have to believe her, right?
They say money can't buy happiness. Look at the fucking smile on my face. Ear to ear, baby.
That applies both to your super chat and the statement. You know, like, oh, God, guys. Oof, this is a little bit painful to see. Look, boycott, greed, cringe, liability, dumb. Yeah, dumb. Vinegar, poo-poo. Thank you, Brody. Thank you very much. Yes, let's hand the puppy dismaying dumpster fire. Yeah, these are all good words. You know, what else do we got? Yeah, shareholders' money. Viagra. Anti-Viagra, I'd say. Shit. Heinous. Yep. Debacle. My God. Evil. Cocktail parties. Disconnected. Corruption. So, like, right now is like, it is like group therapy where we're talking through what is like, because if I was by myself listening to this and I couldn't just like process a couple of these thoughts here and get a little bit of input from you guys, I don't know what, my mind would be racing and shit, you know, like this is pretty bad enough as it is. Guys, I'm very defilement, pathetic. I'm so disappointed. But I mean, look, it wasn't what I was expecting, okay? I was expecting something better in terms of like, I didn't expect answers. I just expected blankness. I didn't expect like a big, giant middle finger to our faces, because that's what it is. Deranged. We're talking through what the hell happened because it defies belief. Exactly. The cocktail party story. Yeah. They honestly want to incorporate crossover IP into D&D, Harry Potter, and D&D mentioned in the same breath. It's like Kyber from Yu-Gi-Oh! Took over WotC. Finally, deranged group venting. One word more. Where in the print run did they touch you? That guy just posted a video of him destroying the 30th Mana Vault and Dual Land. I guess complaining got to him. Oh, there you go, Kids for Jugs. That guy's finally, yeah. So see, like I'm saying, man, you can't just say that you're destroying these and then keep a couple of cards. That was some bullshit. I'm glad I was proven correct that they weren't stolen in some binder. Like I said, freaking this big blanket being pulled over your eyes, guys. Bunch of bullshit. Oh my God, Elon Musk bought Hasbro. I know, my expectations were way too high to freaking get nothing instead of bad, right? Amazon get a big shipment of sealed stock, right? We're going to see a dump. How far removed from not only misunderstanding collectibles, but any product? She said the amount of product does not impact the price. That's called supply and demand, baby. And if you don't get that, you don't understand any type of business. And you have, what the hell are you doing with a job, let alone some corporate job where you're answering questions for the whole goddamn place? This will be a community rallying event. I'm going to have to make a video soon. They fell on their own sword here. Yes, indeed. Every time something like this happens, they somehow manage to sink lower than even my lowest expectations. For real, right? This is the funniest thing I saw. Eating crudités and discussing my love of magic. Oh, God. I expected a response on the state of the last few sets, not a business health report where they lied to the parent company to keep their jobs. Disrespectful. Traded a metal. Oh, man. Right? How can she say that when they already told us they had a ton of excess product they need to unload? We found boxes of old cards in a warehouse, part 2, right? We also found new boxes in a warehouse. We found new boxes in a warehouse that we didn't know we printed. Print on demand, MTG 30 changes everything. Yeah, they yell down at the pheasants and I just bend in, give them more blood. Nice. Thank you, DJ. This is a crazy stream. Thanks for being here, guys. Hit that like. Remember to subscribe. Check out the Patreon channel memberships for fun time emojis like these ones here and more. Guys, I just want to say thank you for coming, by the way. This has been a hell of a stream. We made records here, and it's pretty awesome. Yes, a tip of the cap to you all. It's 2022, guys. It's called Supply and Supply Now, right? That was BS. They felt disconnected from the game. They focus on the habits of the players more than the game. They care about the monetization of the game more than the quality of the product. They care about money more than anything, obviously. They didn't just prove that. They stated that to our face. They print to demand, Hasbro demands our money, so YT prints more. They stated to our face that they're going to take more money from us, and they're trying to take more money from us. I can't wait to see the sales numbers come out, and they don't even come close to the house gets cleaned. At the point they purge these idiots, MTG will continue to struggle. Yup. Nothing about MTG 30th anniversary. Yes, there was, Hector. They said that they cut back supply. The sale didn't... Oh, that's them concluding the sale. Was them cutting back supply in response to it. DJ with the super chat. Yes, MTG Roundtable tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. I'll be there. All right. Do you think that on Mr. DJ Longhair's channel, do you think they put these two out there because they're sacrificial lambs, right? Magic 30th cards were a fail. Yeah, it wasn't great. Be so clueless. The disconnect is unbelievable. Someone has to be fired. Nothing so tone deaf since the words let them eat cake. We need a fruity bot in the comments. Yes. Oh my God. Need more chill out streams. Indeed. Murphy's Law. We do a lot of live streams, especially the first Saturday of every month. It is a big live stream. It's party time. You know, prizes, games, raffles, all types of fun things. Come by for that. Good times. I think the next one is like January 7th or something. Yeah, this is, guys, this is unbelievable. This is a sad day in Magic history. We just witnessed something that I don't think we'll ever see the likes of again. In that not only was it bad, but it was so bad. It was so bad that people have to come together online right now and basically have group therapy. Okay. Like, I can't believe, some of the things that I just heard. Although I guess I can, because like, Jesus Christ, guys, this is some shit, man. I don't know what to say about knowing less about your own industry or your own product, industry and product. They even reference sports cards as if that's like the same thing. And you know what's worrisome about that? You know what's worrisome about that shit? Sports cards. You know how much money they're going to try to make with that? That means more crazy priced high-end products that people are going to get frustrated at. That's what that means. Wow. Bob says, oh man, Bob, bro, I know how positive you've been. This guy has like, he's like the light of Arundiel, or that Frodo carries into the darkness when Shelob is about to attack him. The light in the darkness. He's been trying to find that light in the darkness these past couple of months, and like, if Bob is even talking about Lorcana and like how afraid he is for the game, then like, you know, I get it, man. Like, that was that bad. It is like a little sickening, but maybe if we keep on driving or push, make it freaking rougher for them. I don't know how else to make them hear us, guys. Like, how many more videos do we need of this? Like, I guess we need summary videos talking about how wrong they are. Like, going through point by point and how incorrect what they just said was. I mean, like, some of the statements about collectors and like the secondary market, how they don't follow the secondary market. It's just talking through both sides of your mouth. You know what I mean? Like, you don't follow the secondary market, yet every secret lair you make is exactly the price of like what you charge. It's unbelievable. I mean, like, it's just straight up lies, most of the things we heard. If not lies, it's just like ignorance or bad answers Jesus Christ, guys. It's quite the day. In the worst possible way. And yeah, I feel bad, Bob. Like, I know you've been trying to stay positive. It sucks. I've been trying to get more positive. And now it sucks. And yeah, this is well, Bob, I don't know what to tell you. It is very enlightening in a bad way. They don't give a shit about any of us. They don't care. They're not listening. They really see us all as just money pumps to be squeezed harder for a bigger percentage of our wallets. That's the shit they said. Bigger percentage of our wallets. That's what they want. How are we supposed to give them that? Like, for real, what the hell are we supposed to do? I guess I'm just going to do what I've been doing. Take some old cards, trade them in, get some freaking, some more old cards, the higher grade ones, and just try to freaking get some quality stuff that I could have forever, Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore about this stuff. This is getting crazy. Like, this conversation that we just witnessed from these people was like, it wasn't just scripted. When he went off the script, right? Did you hear that answer? It was the most nothing blabber, jibber jabber of like, it was just a mush of words that didn't mean anything. Like, there was an answer in the middle. Damn it, I wish I freaking remembered what question. I'm going to have to review this and make a video because this is like, maybe I'll make a video per question because that's how in depth their answers were, as in depth as they were incorrect. You know what I mean? So they need time to parse and to discuss how just profoundly, painfully wrong they are. It's guys, this is a day that I really don't know what else we can do about this thing. Like, okay, so have we been making an impact then with our purchasing methods? Like, haven't the numbers told us? Didn't they say they have inventory? Weren't the numbers bad for the 30th actual sale? Wasn't it just like slow and low? I mean, like, how can you give these answers yet having seen this past year, you know where you're at, right? Guys, I just, I feel bad for a lot of people who can't, because there are some people who are so in depth with this game, right? They're so unbelievably entrenched that their life would be like totally turned upside down in the worst possible way. Oh my god. POD, print on demand, means they have no inventory. Meaning what? You think they're just going to print as they get it, as they want, as people want it? She's spinning it while we're living it, right? We need to figure out how we're going to attack this, because this is going to require a concerted effort from the community and like a solid line. You know what I mean? Because I've never seen such, I don't know, man. I the inventory problem, right? Let's see what Bob said. Okay, they said inventory, too much stock in warehouse. Yes, they're not printing too much, and it's a purely printed demand. One of these is a lie. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Speaking out of both sides of their mouth for all of it. It's unbelievable. How can you say you're not paying attention to the secondary market, yet every secret lair you come out with takes a leg and just cuts it off at the knees? like takes a card and cuts it off at the knees price wise. You know what I mean? Like, what did they do recently? Mental misstep. You know what they see? They see a card in the secondary market. They're like, oh, look at that new Phyrexia foil of Mental Misstep. We haven't reprinted that in a while, and that's a $110 card. What are we going to do? Secret Lair, baby. Let's make some money off of that sumbitch. You know, like, that's exactly what's going on here, okay? And this is why I think we're seeing stuff like, okay, the original print of Mental Misstep. This is why I think we're going to see stuff like that maintain some value, because it's like a big middle finger to the Secret Lair version. Because which one do you want? You want some Secret Lair, or you want the freaking new Phyrexia foil? But yeah, I was looking at this the other day because I happen to have that card. Just, you know, whatever. Random that I have it. So I've been keeping track of it. I'm like, damn, that's a crazy price for an uncommon foil. All of a sudden, one day I saw it off the buy list at Card Kingdom. I'm like, huh, what does that mean? Must mean there's some freaking fuckery about, you know? And then a couple days later, I see the release for the Secret Lair, and I see, oh, that's why the insider trading has happened again, and now we got it in a Secret Lair, and they're trying to profit off of the secondary market, and that's what that is. It's blatant bullshit, guys. And I mean, am I really that surprised? Are you? Did you expect empathy from Hasbro concerning this? Did you expect them to hear you? Did you expect them to hear me? Or even Rudy, or give two shits about what I have to say? No, I know they don't care what I have to say, but they haven't heard Rudy for the past month, and at least, like, have someone who cares a little bit edit their answers for them before they said them. Because that really couldn't have been worse. I don't understand how that could have been worse. Like, did we hear anything positive at all? They said they're going to keep up their schedule of prints, which means you saw the Bank of America chart, right? The one, whoop, freaking how many sets are coming out in the year. That's going to stay because they said it. They said for the past 3 years, which means since Eldraine, which means that chart, that parabolic part, that's what's going to be keep on happening. We're going to keep on seeing draft, set, collector boosters, because she said that's how they're making more money. We're going to keep on seeing more micro sets. We're going to see more loot box llama cards, secret lairs, and Rick, the steadfast leader, and all this stuff, because there's going to be more universes beyond. She confirmed what we suspect, that they don't know shit about how the secondary market actually works, or maybe they do and they chose those answers on purpose. How's that for a tinfoil hat? I feel like, okay, let me see if the stock is doing anything, because if the stock is taking a dive, then the stock market knows what's up. But I mean, Bank of America made that article, but like, did it really have an effect? The stock is up 9 cents, so that was apparently good for the investors. That's exactly what they needed to hear. Wonderful.
Oh, I'm afraid I just blew myself.
Guys, we heard that they're going to try next to pull Buddy out of freaking D&D as well. It's looking kind of bleak. I mean, are you afraid for Magic, or what do you think is going to happen? You know, like, is someone else going to take over Magic? Is it going to be... No, they're not going to sell it off. Clearly, they want to extract more from it. So what can happen next? Oh my God. JM Day, you missed everything. It's the end. It's not the end. It's like the video I made today, right? No matter what, it will survive. Is it just another Chronicles era? Is all this product that we're going to be looking at, you know, coming out, is that going to be viewed as sort of a Chronicles type moment? Because I kind of feel like it's a Chronicles type moment, right? If it's too much printing. She just said that the amount of product that they print doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the demand, which is like, how do you describe that type of answer? Is it like on purpose? Is that answer on purpose to like confound me? Guys. Ooh. Okay, so if they don't understand the secondary market, they still understand this. It's weird to say, because I feel like they totally understand the secondary market by paying attention to the cards that they reprint. Look what they reprinted in Dominaria Remastered, okay? Some of these cards, the reason they reprinted it is just because of secondary market value. Look at the commons and uncommons specifically. And like, I think they chose a lot of cards that haven't had, like, okay, No Mercy. Again, another card without many reprints. What was it in Urza's Legacy? And then it just had a Monkette Invocations and a Judge Foil, maybe. So it's very specific what they choose based on the secondary market and what they have at their pool of cards for reprints. So how? You're making a reprint set and you're balancing value. You added in Force of Will and Vampiric Tutor, and you don't know the secondary market? Like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's really, it's quite the time. I don't quite know what to say to soothe you at this moment, because I feel like there is nothing positive to say. I feel like every single one of these answers was painful, poor, and incorrect. I feel that we are going to see more bullshit for the next year. We're going to be unhappy with the next year. 2023 is starting to look very dark. Guys, I want to say thank you for coming by, hitting that like. The doggy just left. He knows what's up. Hit the like, subscribe. Thank you for coming by. Check out my Patreon, channel memberships for awesome emojis. I have to go. I got some appointments. There will be much more to come. Expect videos upon videos about this. Expect live stream upon live stream about this. I might even come back later on to discuss this with you, because at this moment I don't know what quite to say to describe my feelings. I need to process, and then I think I might do a live stream later. I'll process and go do what I gotta do and come back to you guys, because like, oh my God, he's like, Ed, just give it up, man. It's the end. Sorry, puppy. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, so guys, peace out.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.